This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Brian Jimenez.
And I'm Laura Duclos. Halloween is still more than 3 weeks away, but social media has been overtaken by various reports of a creepy occurrence.
That's right, Laura. From tweets to Facebook posts to Snapchat stories, sightings of fear-inducing clowns have taken over the internet, and Texas Tech is no exception. On Monday, social media blew up with reports of a creepy clown scaring students across campus. Texas Tech police responded to a call at Chitwood Hall after several residents spotted the costume predator in the building. Police searched the dormitory but did not locate anyone meeting the caller's description. The next morning, TTU PD posted a tweet saying, close to 11 p.m. last night, the Texas Tech Police Department received a report of someone dressed as a clown in the Chitwood Hall. After responding to the call, TTPD found no one dressed like a clown, nor did they find anyone who actually seen someone dressed like a clown. TTPD walked and cleared the building and maintained a presence in the area through the night in an abundance of caution. Although no clown was found by the police, social media continued to report strange sightings through the evening. At one point, a false report of a stabbing by a clown also made the rounds, causing additional panic by students. Though the campus seems to be clown-free for the moment, police still urge students to be cautious of any suspicious activity. If you do spot a creepy clown or notice any other activity that seems out of place to you, you can contact TTUPD by calling 742-3931. If you notice anything off campus, you can also call the Lubbock Police Department at 775-2865. Or you can make an anonymous report using CrimeLine by dialing 741-1000.
Monday's sighting may have been the only one on campus, but reports of creepy clowns continue to come in from around the country. We talked to students around campus to get their take on the epidemic of creepy clowns.
I think it was hilarious because I first seen it on Twitter and I was retweeting all the retweets and trying to make it bigger than what it was, and then when I found out it was fake, I was retweeting all those retweets as well too. So I think it was just hilarious. It's just a way for all the students on campus to come together.
I definitely think people should not dress as clowns for Halloween, or they're probably going to get murdered and stabbed.
I think the thing that happened on campus recently, I believe it was fake, because if you ever heard the game Telephone, I feel like that's what happened.
It just seems ridiculous. I think that it's probably, if there are clowns, it's probably just students dressing up and being ridiculous, but I can't believe that there's a nationwide clown panic. That seems like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard about this year.
I would say the clown situation is kind of serious. However, in a school where campus carry is legal, I think they should be careful and be a little wary of who they mess with and who they come across.
In other news, Pride Week continues here on campus. Several groups have hosted events since Monday to commemorate LGBTQ and Allies Awareness Month. Earlier today, the Gay Straight Alliance set up the LGBTQ response wall in the free speech area outside the sub. The response wall is displayed several times during Pride Week, and it gives students a chance to openly discuss issues facing the LGBTQ community. Pride Week continues tonight with a special screening of But I'm a Cheerleader in the Sub Escondido Theater at 10 p.m. The film focuses on a high school student who is sent to conversion therapy to cure her lesbianism, but instead falls in love. And tomorrow night, Pride Week wraps up with the annual Candlelight Vigil hosted by the Gay Straight Alliance. The vigil gives participants a time to reflect back on Pride Week as well as the barriers that have been overcome by the LGBTQ community. The vigil will be held in Memorial Circle starting at 7 p.m. Both events are free and open to the public.
A Texas Tech professor is making national headlines after taking part in a first-time event in Washington, D.C. On Monday, Dr. Katherine Hayhoe joined President Obama and Leonardo DiCaprio on the south lawn of the White House for a discussion on climate change. The inaugural event, called South by Southlawn, was created to bring together creative thinkers and entrepreneurs from around the country to come up with a solution to national problems. Dr. Hayhoe was asked to participate in the event to address one of the biggest issues facing not only America, but the world.
We want to fix poverty, if we want to fix hunger, if we want to fix inequality, if we want to fix disease and water scarcity, we are pouring all of our money, all of our effort, all of our hope and prayers into a bucket, and the bucket has a hole in the bottom. And that hole is climate change, and it is getting bigger and bigger.
Hayhoe is a political science professor, and she's also the director of the Tech Climate Science Center. Along with her appearance at the White House, Hayhoe is also gaining national attention for a new PBS digital series called Global Weirding. The series is being produced through KTTZ TV, and the first 2 episodes are now available on YouTube. Just search Global Weirding with Katherine Hayhoe. Just over a month from now, Americans will head to the polls to cast their vote for the next president.
That's right, Laura, and things are definitely starting to heat up as campaigns near an end. Rachel Blevins has an update on this week's political news on MCTV's election coverage.
Republican Mike Pence and Democrat Tim Kaine faced off in the first and only vice presidential debate this week. And we have the highlights from their time at Longwood University.
She had a Clinton Foundation accepting contributions from foreign governments.
You are Donald Trump's apprentice.
Kaine, a senator from Virginia, may be Hillary Clinton's running mate, but his debate style mirrored the one used by Donald Trump. Kaine interrupted his opponent 60 times during the 90-minute debate, and the majority of his talking points consisted of reciting past quotes from Trump.
Donald Trump doesn't have a plan. He said, I have a secret plan, and then he said, I know more than all the generals about ISIL. And then he said, I'm going to call the generals to help me figure out a plan. And finally, he said, I'm going to fire all the generals.
Pence, the governor of Indiana, appeared to be much more calm throughout the evening, interrupting his opponent 37 times. While Kaine stuck to personal attacks on Trump, Pence defended his running mate's plans for office and occasionally criticized Clinton's tenure as Secretary of State.
We've just got to have American strength on the world stage. When Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, the Russians and other countries in the world will know they're dealing with a strong American president.
Although Kaine came off as impatient and annoying, armed with an abundance of Donald Trump sound bites, he did appear to be on the same page as Clinton when it came to policies. Pence, on the other hand, calm and collected, but showed a significant disconnect from his running mate in terms of relations with Russia. Trump and Clinton are back in the spotlight this weekend when they meet for the second presidential debate on Sunday, October 9th. The debate will feature questions from various sources, including the internet. If you'd like to have your voice heard, check out presidentialopenquestions.com and submit a question for the candidates. You can also upvote questions submitted by other users. The submissions with the most votes will be asked during Sunday's debate. For the latest with MCTV's 2016 election coverage, I'm Rachel Blevins.
The presidential election was also a hot topic here on the Tech campus this week. The Tech Activities Board hosted a debate night on Tuesday in the Sub Ballroom. The event featured representatives from the Tech College Republicans and the Tech Student Democrats discussing issues important to the current presidential election. Students involved in the debate voiced stances of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump on various issues. The goal of the event was to increase awareness of the upcoming election and encourage students to head to the polls in November.
The decisions that are made in this election will be affecting us for generations, especially when it comes to our Supreme Court, and we should make our voices heard. We're the ones that are going to be around for generations, and our voice is the most important.
Tech College Republicans and Tech Student Democrats host several events throughout the year to get students involved in the political process. If you're interested in learning more about either group, you can find more information by visiting ttu.orgsync.com. We've seen some really nice weather over the last few days here on campus. The skies have been clear and temperatures have stayed above 80 degrees.
That's right, Brian. It's hard to believe we're almost 3 weeks into fall, but it looks like we could see some changes over the next few days. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV tower cam is still showing mostly cloudy skies today, but later this evening we'll start to see a few more clouds and even a chance of rain overnight. Those storms could stick around into the early morning hours tomorrow, but it could be dry by the time students head to class. We'll see some lasting effects from those storms as temperatures will be much cooler, with highs staying below 70 degrees. The clouds will also stick around, and that will make for an even cooler evening. Overnight lows will stay under 50 degrees, and on Saturday we'll see even more clouds, but temperatures will warm up slightly into the lower 70s. On Sunday morning, thunderstorms will return to the area with a slight chance of rain on campus. Those storms should clear out by the afternoon, and temperatures will climb into the mid-70s. Overnight lows over the weekend will be mild into the mid-50s. On Monday, we'll see a return of sunny skies and another jump in temperatures. Monday's highs should top out in the low 80s with a slight breeze. Tuesday will be a little bit warmer than Monday, but the skies will continue to be clear. Wednesday looks to be a carbon copy of Monday's conditions with plenty of warm and sunny temperatures. Looking ahead, nice weather should stick around for the rest of this week.
Even though it may not feel like it outside, the fall season is here, and with it comes one of the most unique annual activities on the South Plains. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Tonight, Tab is giving you a chance to have some fun while getting lost in the maze. Just head out to Addledew Farms, located directly east of Shallow Water on FM 1294, from 6 to 9 p.m. The first 500 students with a tech ID will be admitted for free. For more information and a full list of activities, visit tab.ttu.edu.
Tomorrow night, you can enjoy a little bit of culture during October's edition of the First Friday Art Trail. FFAT includes various shops, restaurants, galleries, and studios that showcase a wide variety of art. The trail is connected by several trolleys that make a stop at each of the venues between 6 and 9 p.m. The best place to start is the Louise Hopkins Underwood Center for the Arts, located at 511 Avenue K. From there, you can make your way to more than 10 stops on October's trail. FFAT is free and open to the public.
And on Saturday, don't forget to catch the Red Raiders as they battle the Kansas State Wildcats at 6 p.m. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes' status looks to be a game-time decision, but either way, Tech's powerful offense will be a big test for the Wildcats. If you can't make the trip to Manhattan, you can still catch the game on ESPNU. A recent trend in home decorating has sent a lot of people searching for items from the past. And Laura, I heard you have a great new place to look for some unique finds.
That's right, Brian. On the west side of the city limits, there's a business giving new meaning to the term recycling.
We'll pretty much have everything.
There is a new and unusual thrift store that lies just outside of Lubbock city limits.
Anything from antiques to, barnyard junk, chalk paint, new furniture, old furniture, clothing. The list goes on.
Jennifer Taylor, owner of Gypsy Age Junk, opened her doors in February of 2016 with hopes to bring a little bit more color into the lives of everyone she meets.
We're not trying to make $1 million. We're just, trying to live out our dream.
A dream that Taylor has been pursuing since she can remember.
I've been junking since I was 2.
And her lifetime experience of repurposing old goods has caught the eyes of many.
People from really all over have been coming, all over Texas. We get people.
People like Lois Sanders.
Oh my gosh, it's got lots of cool old stuff.
Who stopped by after seeing the store on the side of the road.
A lot to catch your eye whenever you're driving by. Turn around.
However, Taylor's efforts have also impacted the lives closest to her. Lacey Mills, the manager at Gypsy Age Junk, explains that this store is the first to allow her to live out her ambitions as an artist.
This has been the first opportunity that I've found to incorporate taking things that most people would throw away and make waste with, and getting to revamp them and redo them and make them into something pretty.
We've all heard the phrase that someone's trash is another person's treasure. However, the ladies here at Gypsy Age Junk truly take the meaning of that saying to heart.
Taking old things and making it new, repurposed, colorful, I think it makes people happy, and so that's what I like to do.
Reporting for Texas Tech University, I'm Laura Duclos.
So Laura, did you buy anything at Gypsy Age Junk?
I sure did. My roommates and I headed out there and we bought tons of stuff to decorate our house, and it was really cheap, so it was pretty awesome.
Wow, that sounds great.
Yeah, you should definitely head out there.
Yeah, maybe I will. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news, and we'll see you on Monday.